How about those Butler Bulldogs? They went into Valparaiso, their in-state rival, and kicked some tail. They defeated the Crusaders 56-17. We are undefeated in conference play, and you know, we've won 3 games in a row. We're kicking major tail. I'm sorry, we've won 4 games in a row. We're kicking major tail. Everybody in college football needs to take notice. We are going to the top. So start losing some games so that we can be in that BCS National Championship. I'm talking to you, Alabama. Well, who cares? We can keep 1 undefeated, but everybody else needs to lose at least twice, because we're going to that BCS National Championship. Anyway, quarterback Matt Lancaster threw for 246 yards and 3 touchdowns, and our running back Trey Heater had 3 rushing touchdowns. And we took control of this game from the very beginning. Valparaiso, they're a young team. They haven't won a game yet, but they are the toughest 0-5 team in the country, and I don't want to hear you say anything different. But I believe that we're starting to click. We're doing a really good job in our conference at the moment. Keep it up, and we should win this conference. We're playing really well. You know, a 28-0 start in the first quarter really helped us, and Valparaiso could just never get it going. But it was just a dominating performance by Butler, and they've got to go play the Marist Red Foxes tomorrow. That's in New York, and hopefully we can keep our perfect conference record intact and keep our BCS championship hopes alive. My Columbus East Olympians had their final home game of the season, so senior night, last Friday night. They took on the #2 team in the Hoosier Hills Conference. They faced the Jeffersonville Red Devils, a 5A school. And Columbus East, just like they've done all season, defeated them like they've defeated everybody else. Another big win, 41-6. Now I know our conference isn't, you know, quite what we hoped it would be. We wanted it to be tougher, but we were just rolling through all the competition. There are 5 5A schools in our conference, and 2 other 4A schools in our conference to go along with us, and we're making it look easy once again. Conference isn't quite what it used to be in football. It's basically been Columbus East and everybody else, and not kind of the games you want to have to play before you get in the state tournament where everything's going to get tougher. Everything's just been too easy so far, but we are still #1 in 4A. We are still undefeated. We are 8-0 now, 6-0 in the conference. Final conference game is next Friday night. We are taking on the Bedford North Lawrence Stars. That'll be there at Bedford. And final game of the regular season before we begin the state tournament. 6 rounds we've got to get through for the state tournament, and it seems like every year we just get caught up in the Final 4 in state and get beat by one of the private schools in Indianapolis, either Cathedral or Ron Colley, mostly Cathedral here lately. So we need to get a big win at Bedford North Lawrence and start off sectional play in 2 weeks, well, a week from tomorrow, on a good note. Well, it didn't take me long to get back into my losing ways in fantasy football. I played the IUPUI Jaguars this week, and he defeated me 97-71. He improves to 3-2 on the season. I fall to 7-1. I fall to 1-4. I don't know why I said. I guess I was looking at my 71 points and said I fall to 7-1. I fall to 1-4. Oh, it's like he had 5 guys in double digits in points. He had Phillip Rivers, LaShawn McCoy, Ryan Matthews, Michael Crabtree finally had a breakout game. I traded Crabtree to him earlier in the season to try to get a running back, and he had Adam Vinatieri get him 11 points. Had Peyton Manning with 23, Wes Welker with 16, and the 49ers defense / special teams with 12. Running back, still a major killer for my team. Dexter McCluster, Andre Brown got me nothing. And then on my bench, Tashard Choice got me nothing. Had to make a critical trade, had to do something I really didn't want to do, and I had to trade Peyton Manning away. Another guy in my league, he had a quarterback that was going on bye this week. He had a defense that was going on bye this week, which wasn't very good in the first place. It was his Jaguars defense, and he had 4 running backs on his team that averaged double figures in scoring, so I needed one really bad, made a trade. He got Peyton Manning, Antonio Gates, who's been a worthless piece of crap this year, and my backup defense, the Cowboys defense, in exchange for a backup running back named Bernard Pierce, who actually gets a few carries every game for the Ravens. I also got Jay Cutler, his quarterback, and I also have who else did I get? I got somebody else. Figure this out. Oh yeah, duh, Willis McGahee. So Willis McGahee is now on my team. Then I picked up some players on waivers. LaRod Stevens-Howling, who's going to be the new starting running back for the Arizona Cardinals with Ryan Williams out for the season. Or at least for a while. I can't remember what exactly it is. Got Chris Givens, a wide receiver, who's going to be the number 2 receiver for the St. Louis Rams now. And it's like since I'm down to 1 tight end, Heath Miller is my new starter. He's been performing pretty well. Matt Hasselbeck had to be my quarterback this week with Cutler on bye. And Matt Hasselbeck did pretty good last night. So hopefully I can pull out a win. I'm projected to win by 4 points at the moment, so I can only hope. I got to get back in this thing. 1-4 is not something I'm used to. Luckily, the league is pretty evened out, and the final playoff spot at the moment is 3-2, that team. So I'm only 2 games out. Just got to stay positive, and hopefully it'll all work out in the end.